I want to say how, but then I remember it's Messi. Now he's on 7 goals at the World Cup and the Golden Boot race is getting even tighter. The beautiful ball for Martinez over the top. Messi brings it down, beautifully taken, pops it into the back of the net. His 7th goal to be the top goal scorer at the World Cup. And Mbappe says, hold on, my boys, I play next. And currently the Golden Boot race is 7 for Messi and 6 for Kylian Mbappe. And on Kalshi, everyone is picking Mbappe. Let me know right now who you think is going to win. I'm starting to lean towards Mbappe because the way France has looked so fluid, so amazing with Olise feeding Mbappe and Argentina kind of struggling against Cape Verde, I can see why people are picking Mbappe. But do we feel comfortable going against Messi? Because all it takes is a little hattie for Messi and then all of a sudden, bada bing, bada boom. Let me know who you think's winning the Golden Boot, man. This might be one of the best Golden Boot races at a World Cup ever. I'm assuming they're going to get to like 11, 12, 13 goals. That's what I'm thinking. I could be wrong.
Kylian Mbappé is on fire right now, and Vegas has noticed. If you're wondering who's going to walk away with the most prestigious individual honor in soccer, the Golden Ball for World Cup 2026, stick around, because the odds board looks a lot different than you might expect, and there are a couple of names buried in the middle that could absolutely blow this thing wide open. Every 4 years, the World Cup gives us a champion nation, but it also crowns one single player as the best of the entire tournament. Since the award began, only one man has ever won it twice, and that name is still very much in this race. So let's break down where things stand as of July 4th, odds and all, and what's actually driving these numbers. Sitting at the top of the board is Kylian Mbappé, priced at plus 175. That means a $10 bet would return $27.50 if he takes it home. Mbappé has been here before. Back in 2022, he finished as the runner-up for the Golden Ball, but he still walked away with the Golden Boot after banging in 8 goals across that tournament. This time around, he's not slowing down one bit. 4 games into this World Cup, he's already got 6 goals to his name, and that includes a 2-goal outing in France's win over Sweden in the round of 32. If he keeps this pace, he's not just winning the Golden Ball, he might be doing it in a landslide. Right behind him, at plus 300, is the man who's owned this award more than anyone in history, Lionel Messi. He's the only player to ever capture the Golden Ball twice, first in Brazil back in 2014, and again in Qatar in 2022. Now he's chasing an unheard-of 3rd trophy, and the way he's playing, it's not out of reach. Messi has found the back of the net in every single match so far this tournament, including a goal against Cape Verde in the round of 32. At this stage of his career, doing that consistently is nothing short of remarkable, and it's exactly why sportsbooks still respect him as the second favorite. Now here's where it gets interesting, because sitting at plus 480 is Mbappe's own teammate, Michael Olise. He's been the engine behind France's attack this tournament, racking up 5 assists in just 4 matches. 2 of those assists came in that same win over Sweden. If France keeps rolling and Olise keeps setting up the goals, voters could easily start looking his way as the most complete player on the pitch, even with Mbappe scoring at will right next to him. Moving down the board, Harry Kane checks in at plus 900. England's captain has scored 5 goals in 4 matches, and one of those performances was an absolute statement, a 2-goal outburst against DR Congo that pulled England back from the brink and sent them through to the round of 16 with a 2-1 win. Kane has carried heavy expectations his entire career, and this might be the tournament where he finally gets to add a Golden Ball conversation to his resume. Then there's Ousmane Dembélé, priced at plus 1,600. He walked into this World Cup as the reigning Ballon d'Or winner, and is playing like a man who has zero intention of letting that title feel like a fluke. 4 goals and 2 assists through the tournament so far puts him firmly in the mix, especially if France's front 3 keeps clicking on all cylinders. At plus 1,800, you've got a 3-way tie, and each of these guys has a real case. First up is Erling Haaland of Norway. 5 goals in 4 games has him firmly in Golden Boot contention, and if Norway makes a surprise run deep into the knockout rounds, voters won't be able to ignore a Norwegian striker single-handedly dragging his country through the bracket. Next in that same tier is Lamine Yamal of Spain, the teenager who a lot of people believe is the heir apparent to the Messi and Ronaldo era. His tournament actually started quietly. He barely saw the field in Spain's opening draw against Cape Verde. But then he exploded onto the scene, scoring his first ever World Cup goal in a dominant 4-0 win over Saudi Arabia. If Yamal catches fire the way everyone expects, plus 1,800 could look like an absolute steal in hindsight. And rounding out that group is Vinicius Junior of Brazil. Back in his World Cup debut in Qatar, he chipped in a goal and 2 assists. This time, he's the clear focal point of the entire Brazilian attack, and it shows. 4 goals through just 3 matches played. If Brazil goes on one of their patented deep tournament runs, Vini could be the story of the entire competition. So where does that leave us? Mbappe is the clear number 1 on paper, and the raw goal count backs it up. But Messi chasing a record 3rd Golden Ball is a storyline no one can ignore, and if Argentina goes all the way, sentiment alone could swing votes in his direction. Then you've got wild cards like Yamal and Haaland who could completely change the conversation with 1 or 2 more standout performances. This is exactly why the Golden Ball race is one of the most fascinating side stories of any World Cup. It's not just about who scores the most goals, it's about moments, momentum, and which storyline captures the imagination of everyone watching. Right now, France has 3 players in the top 5 odds, which tells you everything about how dominant they've looked so far. But soccer has a way of flipping the script overnight, and with the knockout rounds just getting started, every single one of these odds is about to be tested. Keep an eye on how these next few matches shake out, because Golden Ball races are won and lost in exactly these kinds of moments. A hat trick here, a match-winning assist there, one iconic performance under the brightest lights of the tournament. Who do you think ends up hoisting it? Drop your pick, because this race is far from decided.